60 countries, or about a third of the total number in the world, are on board for the AIIB. More on this with Fan He. He's the Deputy Director for the Institute of World Economics and Politics, Chinese Academy of Social Sciences. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This bank is pretty simple, right? So yeah. China wants to have a bank. They want to fund infrastructure projects, but now it's become this dramatized global situation where it's the U.S. is involved, and they didn't want their friends to join. The other friends decide, well, the heck with that. We are going to join the Asian Investment Bank. Why all this drama?
Well, I think the success of AIIB, actually, to be frank, is not expected by Chinese people themselves, because previously there's some other proposal. China also proposed that this BRICS bank, and including Brazil and Russia, China, and South Africa, India, but even that. The number in that BRICS bank was smaller than this AIIB, but because of
we forget there's the BRICS bank, and now we have
now we have this AIIB.
A lot of people may not be familiar with this, but there's a bank called the China Development Bank that also did very similar projects, and I guess a lot of people have asked me the similarities between the two. Does that eventually, is this an extension of that? With more international partners?
No, it's different. The National Development Bank is mainly China's bank. So China using this bank and to extend the loans to local government in China, and also they have massive investment in overseas market.
That's and more domestic focused. This is going to be much more international focused.
But this is an international organization. So we have to be very clear that this is not a bank run by China. This AIIB belongs to the whole world.
Does China care that the U.S. and Japan are not in it? As of yet, I should say.
I think the join of Japan and the U.S. is not a must, but it will be a plus.
But did China want the U.S. to be a part of it?
Why not?
Well, I'm saying the U.S. has been vocal against it early on, so it's not like a new thing that we're discovering now.
I think that's basically the mindset of this Cold War thinking, and it can be very easily happen. And also, this is a totally new phenomenon, a totally new thing, and probably at the first stage, U.S. may be suspicious whether China has hidden agenda or not. That's understandable. But then soon, I think with the improvement of the governance, and maybe they will show interest.
So China's got 50 billion. There's another, I think, 50 billion on top of that. So we're at over 100 billion now in terms of money that's available to fund projects, at least in the Asian region. Where's the headquarters going to be? Have they decided that yet?
As far as I know, it should be in Beijing. It's in one of the.
I mean, I've heard Beijing. I've heard Shanghai. I've heard other countries as well. So I'm just wondering if you have any more inside information.
That's what I heard is from it will be located in Beijing, but because it's still there's no this. Meeting of all the member countries, and it will be this meeting of member countries to make the final decision.
So we had said the founding members is set because the deadline has been reached. Yeah. So first of all, explain what does it mean to be a founding member? What do they get in terms of the advantage?
Well, the most important thing is you are already sitting on table, so you know what the other guys are talking about. So you probably have more saying in agenda setting and the rulemaking. But then even now, the door was not closed.
Other members
can still. But then you have to, waiting for the approval of all those founding members.
So the founding members have to approve the new members.
That's right.
So if the U.S. said tomorrow we want to join, the other 60 members would vote essentially. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. In principle.
When does this bank get up and running? And give me an example of the type of projects that likely will be at the forefront at the first few projects they'll be funding.
Well,
or the type of projects.
Well, that's, for example, like the infrastructure building, and that's probably the priority of this new bank, because in this region, and there's massive demand for infrastructure building, and for example, like building the railways or the bridges, harbors, and everything. And this East Asia is one of the most dynamic areas. So probably a lot of investment opportunity you can find in this part.
Okay. Well, a lot of people are watching the timeline here, and hoping for a very quick release of the money so they can start funding infrastructure
No, that
projects
will
in
take
China.
time. I think first they need a lot of things need to be discussed about the governance of this new international organization, and also you have to make sure the voting mechanism, and then how you control the potential risk, and then because this bank, basically they were raising money from financial market by issuing bonds. So the rating of this new bank is also very important.
A lot of moving parts. Fan Ha, good to see you. Thank you very much for your explanation and helping us better understand the importance of this new bank.